truth's coming out, you know.
And where's the truth going to come from?
It's going to come from the people, the Great Awakening.
And who's behind the Great Awakening? Is QAnon part of that? Is Trump himself part of that? Can you answer some of that?
Yeah, it's a military operation. Absolutely, it's devolution. It's the continuation, the continuity, continuation of government.
It's the continuation. It's the devolution. The perpendicular. The Heisenberg. The supercalifragilistic however you say that word. You know what I'm saying? And then we roll around to who the commander-in-chief actually is. But first we had to put in those big spelling bee words to all lead us back to Donald Trump.
We know who the commander-in-chief is.
Who's the commander-in-chief?
Donald Trump's the commander-in-chief.
But not now.
Sure he is. Yeah. We have a resident who is the president, the installed president in the White House. We also have a commander-in-chief. Biden runs the D.C., the 10 square mile area in D.C. Trump's running the rest of the show.
But he's not. But he is.
He's
not even privy to that intelligence.
Oh, yes, he is.
And look, listen, it's like they always trying to set up a scenario to where no matter what, Donald Trump's the winner. If he's running the show right now, then what are you up in arms about? What are you really complaining about if he's actually in charge? You always saying how we have these open borders and how there's too much welfare and too much gayness and too much trans people in the country. You know what I'm saying? Too much rainbows and happiness and queer going on. But Donald Trump's somehow in power. So why aren't you blaming these things on him? But then, of course, when it's convenient, it's all because of sleepy Joe Biden. I mean, again, these people don't know they left from they right.
So you have a Trump 2024 hat on. But what difference does it make if he wins in 2024 if you think he's the commander-in-chief today?
What difference does it make if Trump wins in 2024 if he's the commander-in-chief? Because we need the Great Awakening. We need the world to see because we've been complacent and we have not been involved in politics. This is to return back yesteryear when we were involved. We got involved in grassroots and we keep the corruption out and we hold people accountable. That's why we need him in. He's setting a standard and he wants us all to run the show.
So if Donald Trump is somehow running the show, even though Biden's in office, that would imply that he has some type of totalitarian control. We see Republican states, despite the fact that voters don't particularly want these 6-week abortion bans. No, we must pass them, doing everything they can to pass these through. But again, you're talking about political involvement. We need the Great Awakening to be involved in politics, but you want King Trump. You want less democracy, in fact. That's what you're calling for. And this is the guy that they want back in office.
But you have a better chance of being struck by lightning than hitting a whale with your boat. There has only been, listen to this, one such whale killed off the coast of South Carolina in the last 50 years. But on the other hand, their windmills are causing whales to die in numbers never seen before. Nobody does anything about that. They're washing up on shore. I saw it this weekend. 3 of them came up. You wouldn't see it once a year. Now they're coming up on a weekly basis. The windmills are driving them crazy. They're driving the whales, I think, a little batty.
Donald Trump is legitimately one of the dumbest people I've ever not just seen, but heard of before.
Yeah, 3 whales washed up on the beach, and I'm just assuming that those are because of windmills. Maybe it's not from, they died of old age, or maybe they were sick and had some kind of disease. It was because of the windmills.
Like, bro, what are you talking about, man? And then people were sitting there clapping like, yeah. Talking about there haven't been any whales killed in the last 50 years off of this coast. I'm sure that that's a 100% accurate stat. I'm sure, coming from the gracious and the brilliant Donald Trump. I mean, this is their king. This is their guy, a dude who's talking about windmills and whales.